Ladies and handsomes, welcome to my very first YouTube story time. Yeah, I need y'all to work with me. I haven't mastered the art of editing yet, so I'm gonna try my best to get through this story time without constantly messing up. We're gonna call this story time a trip from hell. Okay, a little background. Me and my best friend at the time met when we were 11 years old. We lived in the same apartment complex, and we was immediate best friends from day one. Very first day we met, I spent the night up her house. The second night, she spent the night down my house, and we were together every day from that day forward. And we used to have what we would call best friend day, and we would go, like swimming, out to eat at Ponderosa, to the show, skating, to amusement parks, or wherever our little hearts led us to. And we had the type of friendship, if one had it, the other had it. And I would like y'all to hold on to that thought. Such as when I had got a settlement from being in a bus accident, she had got about half of that money. But I was not tripping though, because she did just about the same for me, if not even more. With me having sickle cell, when my mom had to work and I wasn't feeling good, she was the one there with me. So eventually my mom gets her first house, and we move away like an hour and a half away from the apartment buildings we met at. And I thought that our friendship will, take a hit from that. But that didn't stop anything. She basically stayed with us. She'll go home for a couple of days or go home to get some stuff, but she'll be right back at the house. Like, my mom loved her. She was like a daughter to my mother. So as we begin to get older, y'all, I come to the conclusion that I can be with a man, but my preference was women. And coming to the realization that I was bi. Okay, I did keep it away from her for a long time because I knew how she felt about that situation based upon remarks that she made throughout our friendships about, stuff like that. So I kept it from her. But eventually it came to light. And at the time that it was coming to light, she was befriending another female who we would call Keisha. And I start to feel our friendship just, die down. And I had started to feel that she was talking about me to her new friend when she found out about me being bi. So I did lie and kind of threw a mutual friend under the bus, but I had to get the truth so I don't feel bad. So what I did was I went to her and I said a mutual friend of ours came to me and told me that her friend Keisha came to him and told him that you was telling her like, she's, gay, and I can't even be around her no more, and just making up stuff, y'all. And she looks me dead in the face and she says, well, I did talk to her about it, but I told her not to tell nobody. That's how I got out of her that she was talking about me to this girl. And should have walked away then, but I did not. Let's get to the trip. Okay, her friend was dating a guy in Indiana, and she was planning on moving up there to be with the guy. So she had a job interview up there. So they were going to go, of course, on the road trip. And she did ask me, did I want to go? So I goes to my mom and I asked my mom, um, for money to go, but she was not having it, and I know she just didn't want me to go. My mom is very overprotective, even to this day. As I'm now 42, sometimes she can make me feel like I'm 17, and I always say if I was to be kidnapped, she will find me. Okay. And I just knew that she just didn't want me to go. So I went to my friend and I had said, well, your aunt is not going to give me any money. So I'm going to go ahead and sit back and I'll see you when you get back. She looks at me and she says, I got you. So I didn't think twice about it, like I said, because we always had that type of friendship. But so usually I wouldn't go with nobody without money. I don't like doing that. But you know, that's the type of friendship we always had. So I wasn't tripping. I should have stayed home, y'all. I should have never got myself in that car, but I did. The very first restaurant that we stopped by, we standing there, we looking at the menu, and she turns and she says to me just as loud for everybody to hear at that, you gonna have to look at the 99-cent menu because I don't got that much money. Okay, that's fine. I can eat off the 99-cent menu, but when did we start talking to each other like that? I was immediately starting to regret getting in that car, but I was already on the road. And she did that every time we stopped somewhere to eat. You're going to have to get the cheapest thing, or you're going to have to look at the 99-cent menu. And it was giving pretty much, trying to front me out in front of her friend. So we get up there to the destination and we stopped by the guy house that she was dating. Her friend Keisha was dating, right? And it's three dudes there. The two dudes including the guy that she was talking to. And I'm immediately thinking like, this is not what I came here for. I did not come up here to play matchmaking or anything like that. First of all, I wouldn't even talk to no one that's outside of Cincinnati because I would never leave my home. So how is that going to work? Okay. So that's pretty much what it was given, 3-on-3, because why was it just automatically three guys there and it's three of us? So I'm already like not feeling that situation, but I played it cool and I played it nice. Okay. So we leave. We go to our little hotel. The next day, she goes to her her interview, and then she made a plan that her dude was gonna come to our hotel, and he said he was gonna be there about 9:30, right? So we do everything we need to do, y'all. Everything we need to do. We go get stuff to eat. We get snacks. We get drinks. We get everything that we need. Everything. And we sat in our hotel room for at least 4 hours before it was 9:30. They pull up, and then again, they walk in. It's the three of them again. So I'm automatically, again, like, man, okay, just be cool. So I do. We're sitting there, not even 20 minutes of them being there. Her friend, who we would call Keisha, looks at my friend, my supposed to be friend at the time, and say, let's go to McDonald's. She didn't acknowledge me, none of that. And I didn't say nothing because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, hmm? And I'm looking at the person I call best friend starting to get up out the chair. But what's weird about it that neither one of them acknowledged me as I was sitting there. They didn't even acknowledge the dudes at all, neither. So as I see my friend beginning to get up without saying, "Come on," I automatically shut the show down. I'm like, y'all prepared to leave me with these three dudes? And I didn't care, y'all, if I offended them or none of that, y'all, because I was right there in the mood to fight both of them at the same time at that time, y'all. And she looks at me, my best friend at that said, "Well, I wasn't the one that suggested going to McDonald's, but you was about to go and you did not acknowledge me. And what is weird is not only y'all were going to try to leave me here with these three dudes when we had already got what we needed at the stores and got food before they even got here. And why didn't y'all say anything about going to McDonald's as we sat here for like 4 hours before they got here? Like, what make sense?" So, y'all, I am like at the point of like calling my mom, telling her like, I need you to Western Union me a bus ticket, some bus ticket money, or you need to get my sister to come and get me. But I eventually calmed down about the situation. But y'all, I was like peed to the highest peed a person can be. And like I said, was what made it even more weird is not only that you didn't acknowledge the other two dudes, you was gonna also leave your dude here with me as well. Why? That's giving very much weird, y'all. And I was feeling like I was being set up to be gang dog, y'all. I really hate feeling that way because I would never in a million years before that situation think that she will set me up for something like that. But I had a feeling deep in my guts, y'all. And every person that I had told this story to felt the same exact way. Like, yeah, that's getting very, very much weird. And I agree. So I am mad the whole rest of the time we down there. Like, I'm barely talking to neither one of them. We get on the road, we get home, and that was about one of the last times that I had talked to her. I even when I told my mom was even hurt. My mom seen her about 15 years later inside a Family Dollar, and for some reason my mom decided to give her my number, and she calls me, and I am being nice, y'all, because that's just the person I am. But I'm like, it's never gonna be a friendship with us ever, ever, ever again. And as she's talking, sounding just even more faker, saying, stuff like, I never meant for us to fall apart. And I'm like, yeah, well, it did. So, and also, y'all, with all that being said, I would like to also put in, y'all, the fact that I accepted her for who she is. Even she was making, I'm just going to call it how it is. She was making HOE moves. Okay? That's what it was giving. She was with my friends. I had a group of friends. I mainly hung around dudes. So when she used to come and stay with us at the house, she, of course, was introduced to the dudes that I ran with. And about 5 of those dudes was brothers, y'all. And yes, she had been with every last one of them. And not only that, she was also with the dudes outside of that. So I never judged her. I never judged her ever. Like, y'all, that's the point I'm trying to make. That's why I am putting this out there. Like, I never judged her. And for her to judge me just because I like women was insane. It was insanity to me. So, yeah, that story, y'all, it still hurts. Even like 30 decades later, it still hurts. And I would have never in a million years guessed that the person that I called best friend would ever put me in a situation like that and be prepared to actually leave me with three dudes that she did not know at all. And heck, I'm pretty sure that her friend Keisha didn't know him neither. Not even the dude she was messing with. Come on, we from Cincinnati and they from there. Like, how much do y'all really know each other? At that, like, it was given, like I said, weird. So, y'all, I'm going to sign off with that. Please subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more story times. I got lots of more stuff to give. And yeah, bye.